Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.
Welcome everybody back for the love of the game. It's been a long time, long time since I had my amazing co-host Michael Miles with me, but we're back. And
Yes,
unfortunately, Mike,
sir.
unfortunately, Mike, I had to bring you on because this day might be one of the darkest days in Grizzlies history. What we've what transpired today. I think there's one of them. I don't know if it's top one or two, but of course, if you
It's a
guys,
sad day.
it's a
It's a
sad day.
sad day.
But of course, if you guys don't know, Jaren Jackson Jr., along with Vince Williams, John Conchar, and oh, Jock Landell. Crazy. Those all three of those players, one, two, three, going to Utah for Walter Clayton, Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson is a Grizzly again. Crazy as that. Taylor Hendricks and three first round draft picks either for 2027, 28, and 2030, I want to say. Yeah. So, Mike, your reaction to this crazy trade that went down?
Not as far as Jaren Jackson Jr. was traded. Um, I mean, when the news dropped, I always thought, if we trade Jaren, uh, let's get we got to get somebody or something in return that has greater potential than what Jaren has already given us. And so we don't know that yet, but I mean, for what we got in return, I mean, we got Hendricks and
Kyle Anderson.
Clay, yeah,
Yeah.
Kyle Anderson. What we got a shooter and a point guard, um, Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
He was injured most of last year, but some his draft comp his comparison with Jackson. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just pretty much a solid role player. Um, and then we got draft picks, which was really essential to the trade anyway, the most important to the trade.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, today is a sad day for the Grizzlies, for Grizzlies fans, losing Jaren Jackson Jr. But I think we got a good haul in return, assets in return for the trade. And now we just kind of wait for the shooting drop when it comes to Ja and that potential trade possibly tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see how that goes. Hate to see these two cornerstone pieces go, but we
Yeah.
traded Bain, we let Dylan Brooks go, and I mean everything was pointing to a rebuild or a retool, and that's just where we are right now.
Yeah. Do you feel like the Grizzlies just gave up? And I know it's time for a real building on, but I just feel like the Grizzlies just gave up on them, and it was like, okay, let's just let's just get what we can get and let's rebuild. And then if Ja does get traded, then the next 48 hours is complete. Like the cold four that came into 2017 will all be gone. So you feel like the Grizzlies just quit and gave up on the team, or
I mean, we can look at it that way, considering the fact that that we've drafted, that we've traded away that have excelled elsewhere. I mean, we look at Bain, we see what he's doing in Orlando. We look at um, Dylan Brooks and what he's doing in Phoenix and how he's been a transformative piece for Houston and Phoenix. But I think when it comes to Jaren and Ja, I mean Ja has only played 70 something games in 3 seasons
yeah,
because of injury, because of suspension. Jaren, he's had some great years, defensive player of the year, 2-time All-Star, but wasn't a great rebounder and was still getting in significant foul trouble, despite his defensive performances and defensive play. So, I mean, there are pros and cons to the core four, um,
yeah,
and I mean, whether we trust Kleiman or not, he's made some good decisions in the draft, and he's made some poor decisions in the draft. He's made good free agent signings. He's made bad free agent signings, mostly bad free agent signings.
yeah.
I think most of it has the fact that he just don't play with Smart, um, Marcus Smart. Just don't think he want to be in Memphis or play um, Parson. We don't want to go through that again.
Right.
So KCP, he's playing, real good for us, and I feel like he's having an impact on the team with his leadership,
Yeah.
or leadership presence. So it, it's just a rising superstar. I mean, Memphis the place to be with Jason Tatum, and he was like if he had the resume that he has now, he would have a statue already in Memphis if he was a Grizzly, and he's absolutely right.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um, I was just gonna say,
He has his jersey in the Raptors right now, retired his number.
right. You're right. You're right. I mean, it's just I feel like two things. Does that climate
It's a
keep the
mixture of
yeah?
being aggressive.
Uh huh.
Mm,
Does that climate keep his job? Does he or does he get fired? Because I don't know. Like
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, Para is so distant from the franchise. I mean, we already in the reports of what he's doing with his satellites, whatever his Wi-Fi. We can't get the Wi-Fi in the FedEx Forum, but he
hmm
Russia is using his Wi-Fi material to bomb Ukraine, which is wild and crazy. We're not talking about that today.
it's a wild story.
But
It's a wild story though. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, he seems so distant. I don't really know if how really involved Para is,
Yeah.
or can we say that he is, involved in this? He Kleiman made the coaching change and selected Ti to pretty much. And I don't know if Ti is truly the long term answer for the Grizzlies. Maybe it's just um, maybe he's just a placemat for who they really want to go for. whether it's Mike Malone or someone else or Thibs,
Yeah.
um, to be the next coach of the Grizzlies. We'll see. But will he be fired? I don't know.
I don't know. It's the $1 million question. Is there a world you see John Morant not traded as well, or is it just it's time to go? Like it's time
Yeah.
for John to get traded. Like
What was the first part of your question about Ja?
about Ja, do you see a world where Ja does not get traded, or or is it just he's gonna get traded?
I think they're going to. I mean, I think they're going to trade him.
Mm.
I think they're going to trade him.
And the
I
value is just
didn't. I
good.
mean,
The value is just not good, great though. And like you were saying like a month ago, like the value is just not great. I mean,
I think the injuries, but I mean, I look at the injuries that our players have, and I just wonder, man, if this was the playoffs, if this was like a must play top solution, then these guys will be playing
yeah,
in the game.
yeah,
These some of these injuries are injuries we never heard of, and then just the timing of the injuries. Jock comes back, and then Zach Edey goes down.
hmm
Ty Jerome comes back, and then Jaren was out his first game. Aldama goes down with a knee injury. And it's like, where did these injuries come from?
hmm it's crazy.
So,
You're right. You're right.
but I think Ja gets traded. I think Ja gets his wish and probably does end up in Miami. Uh, for what we get in return, I don't know, but
They're saying Terry
we'll see.
Rozier and Simon for one of the guys' contracts are basically Terry Rozier and another guy's contract expiring, two expiring contracts and a draft pick. But Terry Rozier in Memphis, come on, like who are we kidding? Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah. I mean, I think whoever we get for Ja is not going to see the court this year. Whoever that is,
yeah,
but I mean, you never know. I don't know. Um, they could keep him into the off season or to the draft,
yeah,
and maybe try to go for the first pick, you know, and use these first round picks to draft that player because this year's draft is so deep.
yeah. Um, do you feel like with the Grizzlies that they're turning a page, obviously with this new core of Cedric Howard, Zach Edey when he gets healthy, Jalen Wells, possibly now Clayton, who I like from Florida. He's got
Mm,
game. He was with Utah. Do you feel like this core that they're trying to
yeah,
reconstruct and all can lead the Grizzlies into something in the future?
I like it. I mean, I think our potential, the players that we have, we're better than our record.
Hmm
We're better than our record. Um, shows, and it just really comes down to coaching, his rotations, his substitutions, how he coaches the team, and just the team's effort
Yeah,
and play and really paying attention to detail, like rebounding, blocking shots, and things like that. Um, that we compete anybody. I feel like his health, like once he comes back, once Scottie Pippen Jr. comes back, which I believe Scotty might be coming back either this week or next week.
Yeah.
from his toe injury. But once we get all those guys back, then I think we can compete. Make a run. But I
Definitely.
think we'll still be in tank mode. Which I don't like. I don't. I'm also. It's uncomfortable talking about losing when the team can win.
Yeah. Yeah. And and fans can be impatient.
You know.
Fans can be impatient. So you're right. Um.
Yeah.
hmm
Because
Uh.
it's like, I mean, what you just don't know what you're everyone's excited about this draft.
hmm Yeah.
See player and stuff in the top 10 to make it. So you have all this great potential on the court, right? With Ty Jerome, Scottie
hmm
Pippen Jr., JJ Jackson, who's an exciting player to watch.
Yeah.
You have all this potential. Zach Edey, you have all these players. You know you can win games, compete at a high level, but you're pretty much tanking to get, another player, another
Mhm.
potential centerpiece.
Yeah. And
That
they're trying to.
again is no guarantee, that they're actually gonna
hmm
produce.
Yeah. And they're
I'd
trying
rather us
to.
use the picks for, a Giannis swing or
hmm
a all star, somebody, but
You're right. You're right though. And they're trying to pull like a OKC type of thing, like how OKC was they built their waiver draft picks. I think that's what the Grizzlies are trying to do now. Build their way through draft picks like OKC. So see if that
yeah.
works. I don't know. But
In the end, I think Jaren's gonna do well in Utah with the way Utah is being set up. And I mean they're still in the process, they're still tanking too. I think their plan is still to tank as well,
hmm
despite what they've added already.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Um I was gonna say also, yeah, but I was gonna mention Utah. Look, with Lauren and Jaren Jackson, does that work? Lauren
mhm.
Marketing and Jaren Jackson Jr. Does that work?
It can, I think. I know marketing plays. He could play the 3 and the 4, and then I think what they think is he's going to be a tall 3, a
Yeah,
tall wing player. Then you have Jaren at the 4, and I think you got Kessler at the 5.
yeah,
So I think they're just gonna have a tall lineup, and you got uh, George, who's balling out this year.
he is. He is definitely balling out.
So I mean, this is a Danny Ainge run team, and
hmm
he's a genius. He's a basketball guru,
Yeah,
and he's always going to put a good team out on the court.
yeah, and also Walker Kessler, who's out for this season, but coming back next year. Like that's a deep
Yeah,
team if they're there. But I just wish Jaren would work on his rebounding more. I mean,
yeah,
year after year, his rebounds decline, and I just maybe he goes to Utah, he
yeah,
gets life again. I don't know, but we're gonna miss Jaren Jackson Jr. I just
yeah,
this feels like a Luka trade to Dallas. How the Dallas Mavericks fans were just pissed off and just upset, and they wanted to boycott the team. I could see a lot of Grizzlies fans boycott this team and ticket season
mm,
holders don't want to come back. Like just a I just see like a Dallas remake all over again with this trade. Like,
And I don't see it that much. I think we're gonna miss, his professionalism. He represented the city well. The biggest question I have though is like, who's going to be the leader in the locker room?
yeah,
Who's going to be the leader in the team on the team? Is it going to be KCP? Um, is it going to be Cedric Howard? Who's going to be the leader in the locker room? Who's going to be that voice? Because you pretty much don't have any centerpieces or
hmm
cornerstone pieces. Um, so that's who I'm curious to find out. You don't have any super max or max players on a roster right now. So who's empty?
yes, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, so you thought that was going to be the only trade that happens today?
I think he opens the
Oh,
door in the for DG. Yeah,
yeah, but you thought that was going to be the only trade, though, Mike. But in fact, there was another trade that happened about 2 hours ago. James Harden, the
uh,
merchant. I call him the
uh,
merchant because James Harden
yeah,
always finds a way to go from team to team, contender to contender. He's going to another contender team, from the Clippers
yeah.
to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland. What are your thoughts on this trade, Mike?
I really don't like it at all. I
Pro
don't like it at all. I
for
don't
both
like it at
sides?
all. I mean, to yeah, because Garland, he's in his 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he did make an All Star, make All Star team 1 year or 2 years ago,
Yeah.
before his toe injury, and was kind of unreliable in the playoffs, paired with Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
But James Harden, he's a quitter in my book. He's not a leader. He's a bus rider. Every time there's selfish player,
Yeah.
that's just who he is. He folds in the playoffs and he quits on this team. And the thing that kind of really bad part about it is it seemed like the team, when they find out that he was requesting a trade or was looking to get traded, uh, uh, they seem surprised. It's like there's no communication at all amongst the team, or amongst the organization, the Clippers organization. Um, Ty Lue, obviously, I don't know how he puts up with it,
Yeah.
but it's just crazy, man. I know they had a rough start at the very beginning, but
Yeah.
they were, I believe, 17-3, or they
Mm-hmm.
they they were rocking and rolling,
Mm-hmm.
and they were knocking on the door of playing right now, currently, and now he decides to leave or wants to get traded or gets traded
He gets traded.
to Cleveland, and then what it does for Cleveland, it's just another dribbler taking the ball out of their best player and players
Mm-hmm.
on the Cleveland team, for Harden. And Harden, he's adjusted his game to be more of a point guard, but still, when the playoffs, when it matters the most, is he going to show up?
Yeah.
And history says time and time again in game sevens, he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't show up. So I don't like the trade at all.
From both sides. Yeah.
For yeah,
Both.
I don't mean Cleveland. They already made a trade earlier,
Mm-hmm. For Hunter, and for
right?
Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis, which
And that now that trade kind of made more sense because they're just adding more point guard depth,
Mm-hmm.
and they already had Lonzo Ball who could play the one and the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that for the way they were set up, it made sense. But I think they're looking to trade. They were also looking to trade their center as well.
Well, not Mobley. Jared
Yeah,
Allen. Jared Allen.
Jared Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was on the trade block as well.
Yeah.
Or it could be potentially moved tomorrow or by trade deadline.
Mm.
So Cleveland, they definitely appear to not be done, and they're kind of in a one now. Uh, not only that, but another team for Minnesota and uh, when it comes to Giannis.
Yeah.
So I think once the Giannis trade goes down, then it'll be everybody. It'll be a free for all. We'll see who goes where.
I think they've limited themselves to
And
Cleveland.
then they also said Draymond is looking to be traded too.
Yeah, they were saying he could be probably be part of the Giannis from Milwaukee to Golden State. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Draymond has to be part of it, I would think, but for the Golden State side of it, I mean, but
Yeah, yeah.
hate it for Dre, but I think it's business.
You do.
It's business. So,
Yeah. If you're not buying, you throw the best you can offer for Milwaukee wants in return for Giannis. They players obviously want picks because they're in complete rebuild mode.
yeah, yeah. Um, but my thoughts about the
They're in the
Cleveland,
same boat.
yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna just add like about the Cleveland, the James Harden trade from LA to Cleveland. I just think both of them. I think Cleveland's gonna go to the playoffs. Obviously, they're just not as firepower as they were last year. They can get first or second round exit. They can just leave. For the Clippers, it's just I like Darius Garland. I think he has game, but
Hmm.
he's like Kawhi Leonard. Like his durability is becoming a problem. Like he's missing a lot
Yeah,
of games. He's not as reliable. I give James Harden this though, the merchant. Like he does play. He's his durability. Like he'll miss nitpick
yeah,
games and all that, but Darius Garland like will miss a lot of games. And so him and Kawhi
yeah,
together. The question is, are they gonna play 60 games together? That's the question. Like I just
yeah. The Clippers have a durability issue.
yes. I
They
mean,
have a durability. They have a durability problem.
yeah. So
Um,
interested to see how that plays out. I just like I think Cleveland goes further, of course, but the Clippers might miss the playoffs or get in the play-in. So, and I don't know, but
yeah,
yeah.
and
Um.
that's why the Grizzlies have a lot of opportunity to
Mhm.
even to still have a chance to get in the play-in even this year if they decide to.
If they just turn it around, like you have, they have time to turn it
Yeah,
around. Like you said, just turn it around. Like I don't think there's a complete dead team. I think the only dead team is probably Brooklyn that I can think of that's just completely dead and out. Like
yeah, completely out of it. All all together.
yeah, like everybody has a chance. You can get the 10 seed, 10, 9, 8. Like it's just and especially in the Western Conference, like there's opportunity for to them to get back in it. Like so we'll see how it plays out the rest of the season for the Grizzlies. Are they in tank mode or are they trying to compete for a playing opportunity? Like we kind of thought they were going to be like this, compete for playing. I feel like for the Grizzlies. So um, we'll see how that plays out. There was
Yeah,
a there was another
I think
slight.
we're expected to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was playing.
yeah. That was the original. I thought the Grizzlies ceiling was the play-in before all this happened. So, but we'll see. I mean, um,
Yeah.
so there was another slight trade, a little slight. Well, there was a couple more. Nikolai Vucic, Chicago, got traded to Boston for Simons, Alfred Simons. What's your thoughts on that? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Interesting trade. I mean, I'm watching Dallas and Boston right now,
mhm,
and I mean, Boston already has some like size, has some, they got a couple of wings, uh, along with Jalen Brown. So I really was looking forward to Anthony Simons when he signed with
mhm,
the when he was playing with Boston to kind of show out and showcase his skill. And but was so likely being on the move, possibly to Houston. But
yeah,
I mean, I look at the Boston, who's third in the West right now, and what their season has been impressive for what they've been able to do without Jason Tatum,
mhm,
especially compared to Indiana, who's without Halliburton. Boston is a complete different story. They went in with full intention to win, and that's the difference between winning organizations. Boston, they could have tanked too. At the very beginning of this season.
yeah,
But they're third in the West. They're 31-18,
yeah,
and just like with Dallas, they decided not to be patient enough with Anthony Davis, who could be on the move. Dallas is sitting at 19-30, and instead of waiting for all their pieces to get healthy,
mhm,
instead of waiting for Kyrie and AD to get themselves together, they're pretty much in tank mode themselves.
yeah, yeah. It's just crazy, like you say, in the Eastern Conference, like just it's just crazy. Ball like Tatum, we were saying, oh, Tatum might come back. No, Tatum should have needs to set out the whole season. I didn't think he should have
Yeah,
came back anyway, but there was speculation. But
yeah. I don't know. It's he probably should sit out for the rest of the season.
yeah,
It'll be interesting to see, if he decides to like, start. I think maybe he'll start practicing with the team,
hmm,
and then, if he really, really, really wants to return, uh, then he will, integrate himself back into. But in the way the James playing right now, Jalen Brown right now, he's my MVP
Jalen Brown,
of
yeah,
the league.
yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Between him and Luca,
He's phenomenal.
yeah, I couldn't agree more. Definitely playing like MVP. Um, Another slight trade of lesser value though,
Mm,
but it's for the Detroit Pistons. So Detroit Pistons got Kevin
mm.
Euler and Darko again. Not Darko. What's the guy's name? I can't even. They used to play for Sacramento. Silk something.
Sarge.
Sarge. There you go. Sarge. They got Sarge and Kevin Euler. Thank you, Mike. And Chicago picks up. Chicago pick up? Oh, Chicago
They
has Mike
got Mike
Conley.
Conley and
Yes. Yeah.
Jaden Ivey.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And Minnesota has
I was
Cash.
surprised about that trade.
Yeah.
That yeah, in Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota got a first round pick swap
Yeah.
for 20 this year for this 2026 year.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that Detroit traded Jaden Ivey. I know he had his injury and maybe he just wasn't able to crack the rotation. But I thought he was in a lot of ways. A lot of people were comparing him to John Morant because of his speed before he got hurt.
Hmm.
So I was kind of surprised at that. But he gets a fresh start in Chicago, and many suspect that, of course, Mike Conley could be a buyout candidate. And so,
Can the Grizzlies do the Grizzlies need to go after Mike Conley? Say buyout?
uh, uh, I I think it'll be if that's his last and only option, I would go for it. But I think he really really wants to win a chance to win
Hmm.
a championship or play for a contender.
Yeah.
So I
Um,
mean, it'd be interesting to see. Maybe if Kobe White doesn't uh, pan out in Houston or gets traded to Houston,
mhm.
maybe Mike Conley goes to Houston. Maybe he goes to the Lakers. I don't know. I think he wants to play for a contender though.
Yeah. I mean, I just hate it for Kobe White because it seems like the end is near for Kobe White. He's definitely leaving Chicago. I think he's gotta go.
I don't know why. I mean, he's a really solid player. I mean,
Yeah.
he was the only reason why they made the play. The Bulls were in the playoffs last year.
Yeah. I mean, he's a
I mean,
good
he was their
player.
best player. He was their best player. Really, their only hope.
Yeah.
You would think that they would build around him. Um, and they got Giddy over there, and they had that other high draft pick as well, a former basketball player. But my understanding is the only holdup and the reason why he's not uh in Houston or been traded to Houston is because of draft picks or in I think it's between Eason and another player.
Hmm.
Maybe I think Jabari Smith. I think it was between adding one of them in the trade.
Yeah.
But a whole lot could change within 12 hours. A little different.
Hmm. Interesting. You're right. I mean, but but
I
the
will say
Detroit.
this though, you got to give the Grizzlies credit.
Yeah.
I think you got to give the Grizzlies credit. They have completely maximized the the picks. We got more picks than anybody. We have that trade exemption of like over $28 million that we could use. We pretty much control the market.
Hmm.
You want picks? Who you go to? Well, we know the Grizzlies got. We got a dead contract or dead money we want to get rid of. We know who to
Hmm.
go to. We can go to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it's true. And we'll try to draft we try to draft players and try to develop them and all. If it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. So I mean, he's trying to do the
Yeah.
OKC thing, build around the draft, Zach and all them. So we'll just see. I mean, there's so much more drama. There's so much meat left on the bone these next 48 hours with potential
Yeah,
Giannis, uh, uh, Ja Morant. Like, so much more to take on this. But I think the Detroit Pistons, with that trade we just mentioned, like, they are for real. The Detroit Pistons are going for a championship this year. Like, they are legit. And I want to
yeah,
give a shout out to Jalen Duren, of All Star,
yeah,
well deserved. I know a lot of people are talking smack, in particular Gilbert Arenas, saying how
yeah.
a lot of like Brandon Ingram and well now Kawhi Leonard just joined the All Star team now. I just I wish Gilbert would not
Yeah.
just go on this rant that he's going, but he's in it now. So like, did you hear what he said though, Gilbert Arenas
I
about?
don't listen to his podcast that much. I
Mhm.
mean, I know he's die hard about the Lakers, but
I know. I know. He's
you know
waited for the Lakers to do something which, truth be told, I
the
don't think
Lakers. I
they're
don't
gonna make
think they're
a
going to do anything.
I don't. I mean, they're solid right now. What? Why rock the boat? Like, and then report come out. LeBron's going to stay this year. We knew that. Like, he has a no trade clause. Like, we knew that. Like,
Yeah,
it the thing is
yeah,
for the Lakers, if they go after Giannis this summer or Joker, then I think there's another discussion to be had. But I still think Joker is going to end up with the Lakers, though, and I believe Giannis is going to go to
yeah.
the
I
Minnesota
do too.
Timberwolves. Yeah, I really could see that. I mean, Joker and Luca's friendship, really just their relationship. Like, I could see Joker going to the Lakers, but time will tell. What's your final thoughts coming up 48 hours into the trading deadline, Mike? Anything crazy is going to happen? What do you think crazy is going to happen?
Um, I'm not sure anything's crazy as far as like a surprise like superstar.
Yeah,
Uh,
the blockbuster.
I'm kind of curious to see what Golden State does. I want to
Mhm.
see if the Draymond get traded. Where will Giannis end up? Sounds like Giannis could potentially either end up in Golden State or Minnesota.
Mhm.
So it'll be interesting. Is he going to pair up with Anthony Edwards or is he going to pair with Steph? And I think Steph is now hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah.
Um, but
Jonathan Kuminga is still like that drama. Like,
yeah, come in good days. Yeah, and where will Anthony Davis go? Where is he going? Is he going to Atlanta? Where's Anthony Davis going?
if he ends up at the Boston Celtics, that's going to be a problem. That's a problem.
Who?
Anthony Davis. If
Anthony
he ends up,
Davis?
yes, that's a,
Uh,
that's a
well,
problem.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to. I don't. I don't
Mhm.
know. That might be the blockbuster.
Mhm.
Wild trade. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't
That
see them doing it with Vucic
no,
and
no.
with AD's injury history as well.
Mm.
I really think that Dallas should stay impact and just go ahead and keep AD and Kyrie, get them fully healthy, and then they got Cooper Flag
Mhm.
who's doing his thing
Yeah,
and build that way. I think it matter some moves they just need teams need to be patient on.
you're right. There's a rumor that Chris Paul might go to Dallas. He's favoring going to Dallas Mavericks. Chris Paul. Does that move the needle for the Mavericks a little bit, or
I don't think it moves the needle, but it definitely gives them a vet in the locker room.
yeah? Yeah.
It definitely gives them a vet. Um, I think it'll be interesting to see who comes back from injury. Like just Tatum come back the second half of the season. What about Halliburton? Where's his progress?
Yeah.
Uh, 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 uh Kyrie,
Hmm.
was about him the injuries late in the year. Well, there's really almost no point for for Kyrie to come back with the way Dallas is playing. Boston, that game is just now over. Uh, do the Knicks do anything? Does Carl Anthony Towns end up getting traded, or does Jalen Brunson end up? We'll see.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
We weren't
And
expecting James Harden to be in the yeah. We weren't expecting James Harden's name to come up at all,
yeah.
and he ends up being traded tonight to Cleveland,
Yeah.
and you kind of wonder, since he was seeking a 2-year, $80 million deal, what does that do for LeBron if he was thinking about coming back to Cleveland for next year?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of unknowns. It's a lot of questions, and a lot of things we got to wait and see what the what turns out, what happens in a couple of hours and the next couple of months.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. We'll see. So, in case you guys, if John Morant does get
Mm,
traded or another blockbuster trade
mm.
comes down, Mike, we got to get back on again. We got to talk about it and discuss
Yeah,
if that happens. But for the time being, right now, it is getting crazy. This NBA trade deadline, kind of expected it, but it's happened. But of
yeah.
course, you guys, the big headliner so far in the NBA trade deadline is Jaren Jackson Jr. getting traded to the Utah Jazz and the core
Utah
three.
Jazz.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's just sad, man. It's just I
It's a
never
sad
thought
day, and I mean, yeah, it's a sad day.
just sad.
But I think, in time, Memphis would be better for it.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate, the errors uh, of in the players that we've had in the past. You
yeah.
know, from Mike Conley to TA, Zebo, Mark. Then we go to Jaren, Ja, Dylan Brooks, Bain.
Hmm.
Now we have a whole new era.
Yeah. Cedric Howard, Zach Edey, Jalen Wells.
Or
Yeah.
EG,
Hmm.
yep, Jaden Wells, yep, rising stars who are going to be competing. Cam Spencer in the All Star game, Star Weekend.
Yeah, you're right.
So Grizzlies have a lot of things to look forward to that we should be happy about as fans. We just got to be patient and wait.
Yeah, that's the key thing. Patience. It was a lot of us Grizzly fans just don't have, but
Nope,
gotta be patient. We gotta trust the process, like the 76ers did. Trust the process. So you're right.
because I sure don't. And yeah, I mean, since we talked about Philly, hey, we're in it with, shout out to Joel Embiid, man.
Hmm.
It's good to see him back on the court,
Yeah.
back healthy, back playing games. Good to see him, you know,
Should he have been an
in
All
good
Star?
spirit.
Should he have been an All Star, Mike?
Who?
Should he have been an All Star? Joel Embiid, All Star reserve. Should he have been?
Probably not. And I wouldn't. Whatever he's got working for him right now, staying healthy. I think he should just keep doing what he's doing.
And what's your take on Paul George's 25 game drug
Oof.
suspension? just derailed them. I think that just took them out. Like
I mean, just
stupidity at his all time finest.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You know,
ugh, like
it's like why
why? Why? Podcast P. Now you got to change your name now, Paul. It's not Podcast P.
prescription P,
It's Prescription P. Prescription Drug P now. Like, come on, come on,
playoff
Paul.
P, prescription P,
And they were just,
podcast P,
and they were figuring it out too. They were figuring it out, the Sixers.
failed
Now that
PP test.
failed
So
BP test. It's like you're too old to be taking drugs. Like, I mean, steroids. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, it's just stupidity at its all time finest. Like,
I'm just trying to figure out, what was the. I mean, he said it's for his mental health, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly did you take. I mean, I have an idea of what he took, but
we we
come on, yeah,
we
come
like
on
Stephen
now.
A. Stay off the
Um,
weed. We
yeah,
like you couldn't wait till off season, Paul. Like that's my thing.
25, 25 games.
And I think this is the crazy part, Mike. He had like a 39 point game. I think that's why they test him. He's like, oh no, we gotta test him. I think he on the like he scored 39 points. Like, oh, we gotta test Paul. Like drug test coming.
Yeah,
That's probably what it was. But NBA season, you guys, about to take a little break. The All Star game is next week. Um, I don't know if I'm excited about this. I don't know. Like, are you excited about the All Star game, Mike?
yeah.
Like,
Not. I mean, not. I'm not that excited about. I don't like the format. I'm
mm,
curious to see what the format is before really, just speaking on it. I just, want to see how they, it's really about competition. I think the international guys, they're going to compete and they're going to play hard.
yeah,
And I think, this new generation, not new generation, but new crop or selection of all stars
hmm
in the NBA are going to compete as well.
yeah. Steph,
It's going to turn into what the one on one
hmm
or what Ice Cube's
big 3,
3-on-3.
the big three,
Yeah,
big three.
the big three, and the competitiveness of that, uh, you
Yeah,
know, of that league turn into the all stars when they actually compete and
yeah,
play defense.
yeah. So, you guys, we're gonna wrap this up, but we're gonna be back.
Yeah.
Guess what, Mike? I'm gonna have you and Raven on and talk about the Super Bowl after the game Sunday. Steelers, the Seahawks, and the Patriots. So we're gonna talk about that, the game after the game, Super Bowl 60. Get to all the nooks and crannies about the game, what we liked about it, and put a bow on a wonderful NFL, crazy NFL season. So definitely gonna talk
Yeah.
about that on the XL Football Lounge Sunday after the Super Bowl. So you will see us again Sunday talking about the game and all the craziness that goes on in the NBA trading deadline and all that. We'll be back here. Anything you want to shout out, Mike?
Um, Shout out to uh all the people that are working around the clock to make sure the roads are secure
Yeah.
and clean, safe, while we're all snowed in.
Mhm.
I know the administrators, they have a tough job. The teachers, shout out to the parents, these children that still at home after having a week off.
Yeah.
But just again for shout out to again Jaren Jackson Jr. to you for your professionalism and things you've done, for the city and representing the Memphis Grizzlies and the city of Memphis.
And ended with this. The first home game back for the Memphis Grizzlies is, you guessed it, the Utah Jazz.
Yep. The Utah Jazz.
Wow. What perfect timing.
Yeah. Quick turnaround.
Oof.
Yep.
And that's like February the 20th. So they're going to be on the road for a while, the Grizzlies. But
Yeah.
their first official home game back from All-Star break is the Utah Jazz. So it's going to be
Utah
very,
Jazz.
very, very emotional, that game. I could just feel it. I could feel it all in there. I might need to go to that.
I can see Zach Edey already back from risen from the injury report already.
Yeah, Zach Edey, yeah, he's back. Yep, absolutely. I can see that too. So we'll see you guys next time here on the
Yep.
For the Love of the Game. From my amazing co-host Mike, I am your boy Greg Rufus. We'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.
Peace out, everybody.
Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.